Hello everyone, in this video we're going to talk about closing entries. Before we start a new period, all revenues and expenses and dividends must start from zero again, because revenues, expenses, and dividends in one period and the next period are two different things. So before we start new period, we have to start from zero. We start counting again for the revenues, counting again for the expenses, counting again for the dividends. Okay, those accounts are called temporary accounts. So March and April, in our example, we did financial statements for March. So before we start April, we have to count from zero again for the revenue, expenses, and dividends. Those are the temporary accounts. On the other hand, the permanent accounts continue. If you own an asset in March or by the end of March, you still own that asset at the beginning of April. If you owe someone at the end of March, you still owe that person at the beginning of April. Okay, so those are permanent accounts. Basically, the permanent accounts are balance sheet accounts like assets and liabilities and equity. And then the temporary accounts are the revenues, expenses from income statement, and the dividends. Now, when we are closing these temporary accounts, basically we summarize them into retained earnings, and that retained earnings that will be carried over to the next accounting period. The retained earnings will be reported on the beginning balance of the balance sheet. Okay, so we're going to look at this pre-closing trial balance. These were the adjusted trial balance that we used to prepare the financial statements. But you see, we didn't have retained earnings here because in our example, March was the first month of operation, so there was no retained earnings. And then this has been rearranged to show the permanent accounts on, or the balance sheet accounts at the top, and dividends in the middle, and all temporary accounts from income statements, revenues, and expenses at the bottom. So it's easy for us to see. So these are the temporary accounts: dividends, revenues, and expenses. These are the permanent accounts: assets, liabilities, and common stock. So in the closing process, so these are the T accounts of the temporary accounts. They have these balances for March. But again, if we want to start counting again, we have to make these zeros. So the first step in our closing entry is, or closing process, is to close all revenues to a temporary account called income summary. So we have the service revenues, 16,900 on credit. We want to make this zero so the T account can be used again for April, but it has to start from zero. Start counting new revenues. Okay, so in order to make it zero, we have to put on debit the same amount. So we're going to put here service revenue, the same amount as the ending balance, 16,900, right? So if we post it here, 16,900, now you see the service revenue is going to be zero. Where do we close it to? We close it to a temporary account called income summary. This is basically showing your profit at the end or loss at the end. Okay, because we only have one revenue, we just close one account. If we have 5 revenues, and then you have to close all those 5 for 5 to income summary. Okay, and then the next step is to close all expenses. All these items are expenses. Well, not this one, that's dividend. Okay, so we'll close supplies expense because supplies expense is on debit. To make it zero, we have to put it on credit. Supplies expense 5,300. We post it. So now it's zero. And then we move to insurance expense. $200 we put on credit. We post it. Now it's zero. So you see they're ready to start again for April. Next one is salaries expense. 2,880. We post it. 2,880. Now it's zero. Utilities expense. 5,200. Okay, we post it. Now it's zero. Two more. Depreciation expense. 125. We post it. Now it's zero. And interest expense. So basically what we need to do is to put the ending balance but at the opposite side, so it will make all this zero. So we're done with all the expenses. They're all zero. So the total will be close to the income summary. If you use your calculator for all these expenses, it will show 13,725. Now this income summary then has number, right? On the credit, 16,900. Okay, on the debit, it's 13,725. Okay, because we have more credit than debit, so the total difference is going to be the profit, $3,175 profit. Oh, let me put it here. Equals this revenues minus expenses, $3,175 profit. So basically income summary summarizes our operation, all revenues minus expenses. Okay, and then this income summary will be close to retained earnings. Okay, because our retained earnings started with zero. There was no previous period. This is the first period. Okay, started with zero. So we're going to close this income summary. And to close this income summary, to make it zero, we have to put a debit here. Okay, so income summary 3,175 must be put here. Okay, 3,175. Now the income summary is zero because it's only a temporary count that helps us close the revenues and expenses. Where does it go? It goes to the retained earnings. Okay, 3,175. So now our retained earnings has a 3,175 on credit, which is the accumulation of our first profit. Okay, And the total retained earnings is the sum of the credit minus the sum of the debit. You can calculate it later after all the amounts are put in there. Okay, one other thing that is still not zero is our dividends. So we have to close the dividends here on credit. So to close dividends on credit, $500. We post it on credit. So now dividend is zero. And dividends is going to reduce the retained earnings. Okay, any dividends that we pay out to the shareholders is not going to go back to the retained earnings. Okay, so $500 will be reduced from the retained earnings. So we put it here, $500. So now our retained earnings is $2,675. So this retained earnings will carry all the information from the revenues, expenses, and dividends to the beginning balance sheet for April. Okay. Now, after all these items are zeros, let's go check our post-closing trial balance. Okay, now we have a retained earnings, an amount for retained earnings. Remember, we didn't have that before. Now we have this 2,675 retained earnings. And if you look at all the temporary accounts are now zero. Okay, we have a balance on debit side and credit side, so that's good. So what are carried over to April are the permanent accounts. Okay, these are our beginning balance sheet accounts. The assets, the liabilities, the common stock, and the newly calculated retained earnings. So that's how we prepare the closing entries for us to be ready for recording new revenues, recording new expenses, recording new dividends in the next accounting period. Thank you for watching.